The New York Mets has solidified their bullpen. In 2025, the New York Mets have a really good bullpen, is looking like on paper. I'll tell you this: Edwin Diaz as their closer, AJ Minter, and now Ryan Stanek. This is something, you got Daniel Nunez coming off an injury. We hope that he's healthy. It's looking like he could be healthy by the time opening day hits. And you got Reed Garrett. We got to still remember Reed Garrett, because Reed Garrett was definitely really good in 2025 and was used a lot. And then you got Jose Butto was a guy that struggled a little bit in the bullpen, in the end of the season. But we don't know where Jose Butto is going to end up. And then, but I'll say AJ Minter and Ryan Stanek are really good and big pickups for this team, because the bullpen in 2024 wasn't as great, but now the Mets have options. Now you have AJ Minter as a possible setup man. You still got Sean Reed-Foley, for a guy in the bullpen. You still got Brazaban, who they traded for last year. So there are definitely options, and when it comes to the Mets, apparently there's a lefty second spot. It could be Genesis Cabrera, a guy that they signed for a minor league deal, or Danny Young. He's still with the team. So the New York Mets bullpen looks a lot better than it did in 2024. And this is a credit to David Stearns. This is a credit to what David Stearns, believes a real bullpen looks like. And this bullpen looks a lot stronger than 2024. Because in 2024, it just wasn't great. It really wasn't great. When the first start opening day, it did not look that good. But now you got Reed Garrett, you got Edwin Diaz, you got AJ Minter, you got Ryan Stanek, you got Brazaban, you got Sean Reed-Foley, you got Jose Butto. This is and Daniel Nunez. This could be a really good bullpen in 2025. So credit to David Stearns for getting back Ryan Stanek, who I think Stanek was a really good fit with the New York Mets in the postseason. He wasn't, as great as a fit coming off the trade, getting acclimated, into the Mets. But I think he did. He really felt the New York, fans. He felt their aura. He felt, and that's what I really liked about Stanek. He's a gamer. He will pitch that fastball. He will strike out guys, and he's a gamer. So that's what I really liked about Stanek. Now, AJ Minter could be a really good addition for the New York Mets. We've seen AJ Minter on the Braves for many years and striking out, Lindor, striking out Brandon Nimmo, striking out Alonso. It doesn't matter if AJ Minter is facing a lefty or a righty. He's going to have pretty good numbers. Now, I think AJ Minter is going to be a really big addition to the New York Mets bullpen, because now the Mets have options. They have real options. And you're not just putting a guy out there and just, seeing what clicks. No, you have AJ Minter, he's not a lefty specialist, but he's really good. He'll get a lefty out. He'll get a righty out. It doesn't matter. This is a two-way guy. He really is. And AJ Minter has really good stuff. He's coming off an injury in 2024 to end the season, but he looks like he's going to be healthy in 2025, and he looks like he's going to be a really big addition to the New York Mets. Now, where does Jose Butto's, his mark, where does he end up? Is he going to be in the bullpen? Is he going to be a starter for the Mets? The Mets haven't really talked about him being a starter. They haven't. Maybe he's going to be a depth guy. Maybe he's going to be in the bullpen. I think that the Mets, when it comes to Jose Butto, his control is something that they have to fix. His control is something that it just seems is not that great. And I like Jose Butto a lot. I think he has to work on his control. Daniel Nunez coming off an injury, that is going to be definitely essential for the Mets to watch. But now, the Mets don't need Daniel Nunez to be amazing. They just need him to be good. At the end of the day, just be good. Because now you have a setup man. Like you could put the setup man as AJ Minter. You could put Reed Garrett as a setup man. And you could put Stanek as a setup man for Edwin Diaz. Now, I don't know exactly how Carlos Mendoza wants to use his bullpen, but I say that the Mets have more options now. And this is a credit to, I say, again, David Stearns. David Stearns is a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. And this is why I am a believer of David Stearns. Now, the offseason hasn't been the most amazing offseason in the world. Yes, they landed the best player in the market, which is Juan Soto. And they fixed their bullpen, which is something that the Mets desperately needed to do. Now, the Mets have more moves to be made. We will see if they get Alonso. We will see. But the bullpen, credit to David Stearns. Again, I mean, this bullpen looks a lot better than the 2024 bullpen with Yohan Ramirez, Michael Tomlin, Adam Ottavino, Reed Garrett. Like, when it comes to the bullpen in 2025, it's good. It looks like a really good bullpen on paper. And if Daniel Nunez could be just as good as he was before the injury, then the Mets are in a great place. And the Mets, to me, the bullpen has been a weakness for many years. It has. So if the Mets, if everybody is healthy in 2025, this bullpen is going to be nasty. This bullpen is going to be really good. And this bullpen is going to be a strength for the Mets. And that is something that's going to help the Mets. Because you need a good bullpen to close out games. You already have Edwin Diaz. Edwin Diaz is going to be your closer. Hands down, he's going to be your closer. You're paying him to be your closer, so he's going to be the closer. But now you got Stanek. Now you got AJ Minter. Now you got Nunez. Budo. Sean Reed Foley. This is something that the Mets, this is a strength for the Mets, hopefully in 2025. I really can't wait to see this bullpen, unleashed. We will see what happens. If you enjoyed the video, definitely do me a favor. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. But, man, that bullpen looks really good compared to 2024. I'm out of here. Have a good one, guys. This has been Randy from the All Things Mets channel.